Hi everyone, hope you're okay. I've just realised that when I sent out the message about trying to record one of your favourite books and suggested activities, I assumed that everyone knew how to do it on Zoom, which is the best way that I've found. So from that, I thought, right, I'll record a quick tutorial, as cringeworthy as it is, but it might provide some help for some people. If you know how to do it, don't worry, just click X. You don't need to watch me talk through it. But if you don't, this might help you. So in the first lockdown, when I started to record the books, I was doing it, oh God, a ridiculous way. And I was trying to hold the camera or iPad in this hand and then trying to flick through the book with this hand. It didn't really have the desired effect. It wasn't great. So when I look back at the YouTube videos, I think, oh God, that could have been better. Anyway, then I discovered I could do it on Zoom. I don't get anyone to join the Zoom. It's literally as me now, just talking to myself, really, flicking through a PowerPoint. But it's worked really well, I thought, and it allows us to flick through the book using a PowerPoint document, and then you can talk through the book with them, and they can still see you reading, which I thought is quite nice. So yes, I'm going to show you how to do that. I did realise, by the way, I've recorded this twice before. This is my third attempt because I ended the recording trying to show you how to end a recording. So I'm not going to do that this time. So third time lucky. I'm going to try and do some print screens of what I'm talking about because I've realised that the flicky up bar at the bottom of Zoom that comes up to allow you to control it doesn't actually show it on camera. So I'm going to try and print screen and refer what I'm talking about. Anyway, so right. The way you start this recording, the way you start actually recording your Zoom is at the bottom when you wiggle your mouse, you'll just, when you go onto Zoom, you just start a meeting. You just go on your menu tab and it just says start a meeting. I will print screen that and show you what that looks like. It will then just come up with you and that's it. Then it will come up with a bar at the bottom when you wiggle your mouse and it will have security, participants, chat, share screen, and then record button and then reactions button. You need to click on the record button once and it will show you at the top left of the screen that you are now recording your session. That is all you need to do. But to be warned, that will start recording your session. Okay. Once your session's started to record, that's when you will want to look at sharing your screen because that's when it will show on the video the PowerPoint that you want to be recording. To do that, you go back onto that bottom menu bit that flicked up where the recording is, and it will be in green, and you click screen share, which I'm going to click now. Now I'm looking at it, it will come up with a separate menu that you can't see with lots and lots of different screens that I've already got open on my desktop. I'll then click on the screen that I want, which is the PowerPoint that I've already opened. So mine's Greta and the Giants for this week's assembly. And then I'll click share. So now you'll be able to see what I can see. And it is the PowerPoint screen, which is exactly what I want. You can see here that all I've done to get the book onto the PowerPoint is taken pictures myself of the book, the front cover and everything after that, put the title of what it is, and then you can see when I flick through, it is nothing, you know, arty that I've done with that. I've literally taken a picture and made it bigger, all right? So once you've done that and you're happy with it, I've found it's better if you just go into slideshow at the top and then press from the beginning, it will create the bigger screen there. I tried to, at the start, right at the beginning in September, get the texts to show in the book, but it was becoming really fiddly because if I could zoom in on the text so that children could read it, the pictures weren't great. And I thought, well, if they're hearing me talk through the book and they can see the pictures, that's all I'm really looking for this one. So please don't worry too much about trying to get amazing zoom in on the text and also the pictures. The main thing that I'm looking for is just what this is here. The children can get an idea of what's happening in the story from the pictures, and then you are reading the book. Don't fall into the trap of trying to read on screen. Because that can get you a bit confused. If the zoom's not great and you can't see the text, like on this screen here at the bottom right, you can't see all the text. It can be a bit of a nightmare. So what I usually do is have the actual book in front of me and I flick through the pages and read what is on that page on the book. and just you have to remember to flick through. That's the easiest way I've found it. So yeah, so that's how you'd record it. So you just flick through your PowerPoint. If you're finding that your keyboard isn't working on it, just click onto the screen with your mouse or whatever you're using, and then try it, because what I've done before is I've been controlling something on Zoom, tried to use my arrows to flick through the PowerPoint, and then it doesn't work, and I've thought, why? And it's just because you've not clicked back onto the PowerPoint. So this is all now set up, ready to go. You will then read away through your book. Then when you get to the end and you've said your bits and pieces, and you might want to also introduce your activity for the day, you will then, at the top, there is a tab that will always be there. And in the green, it says you are screen sharing. And next to it, it says stop share. So you need to do this before you stop your recording. So when you press stop share, so I'll do that now. So stop share, you will then come back on the screen. You might want to introduce your activities then. What you've got to remember now is to stop the recording, okay? So the way you do that, where you originally clicked the record button, which is at the bottom of the screen, on that same button, it will now turn into a pause and a stop button. You need to press the stop button to do that, okay? Once you press the stop button, that will stop the recording, which I've recently learned. It will stop the recording. Then when you press end meeting, that is when it will download. It will come up with a little screen to say your meeting is now downloading to MP4. I will screenshot all this so you can see it. It'll download. Then to find it, you need to go into your documents, and it will have a Zoom folder. Click in there and it will be under today's date. Click on that folder, and then you're looking for the folder titled Zoom. You need to rename that, please, with the name of the book and the person that has read it, so yourself, and then save it in the file that I've asked you to on Ping. So it's just on English, then it's on World Book Day, and then in there there's a 2021 file. If you could save it in there, that's brilliant. What I'm aiming for is that, because I read so many of the stories, the kids are going to be absolutely sick of my voice. So it's really nice to hear all of you, because as class teachers, we're brilliant storytellers. So it's lovely to hear everyone else's way of telling a story that is probably better than mine. My idea is hoping that if we can please try and get those videos on by the end of next week. In the first week back of the holidays, World Book Day is on that Thursday. And what I'd like you to do is, I'm lying to you, no, it's not. It's on the following Thursday. What I'd like us to do is be able to open the folder up as a class, and then for you to then make that judgment with your class. Oh, right, which books would we like to share for that hour? Oh, let's have a look, what's Miss Mellor recorded? Would we like to hear Miss Mellor in Key Stage 2? They've probably never met you, so they might want to. And then look at the suggested activities, okay? So on the suggested activities, please don't feel like you have to go overboard with it at all, because you don't. Just one very open-ended Key Stage 1, one very open Key Stage 2, write it on a Word document and any templates you want to go with it. And then please save it on that same file with the title of the book and your name again, so I know how to match them up. And yes, it'd be great to do that. Please don't go, feel like you have to do 1,000 questions. It's very, very open-ended. And when you do those activities on World Book Day, I will be saying this again, but please try and put them on Twitter, because it'd be great for that class teacher to see how their activities are working. And please try and dip into maybe suggested activities from teachers of other key stages, because that'll be great for the kids to hear and listen to someone else. I'll print screen everything that you need to do in the icons that you can't see. Once it's downloaded and sorted, that'll be great. It does feel a little bit fiddly to begin with, but once you've done one run, you'll be away with it. So all right, good luck. If you need anything, please come and see me, give me an email, or come and see me in my office. I'm more than happy to help you. Good luck with everything. Thank you.